يا لطيف يا الربع، لا اله الا الله، والله برديه عنيفه تتعرض لها الحويه الان. العالم دخل تحت الكوبري.
Environmental scientist Dr. Leila Husseini noted climate instability is increasing worldwide, and even regions such as Mecca, known for their predictability, are now facing extreme weather anomalies. Despite the chaos, many pilgrims remain steadfast in their prayers, review any event as a test of fire. One believer from Indonesia said, "The storm remembered me of a powerful of Allah. We prayed even more fervently even in the rain." The storm subsided after a few hours. The city severely began clearing flooded streets and assessing monitoring damage of infrastructure. The Grand Mosque reopened of visitors before rainfall demonstrated both of vulnerability and resilience of this spiritual center of the Muslim world. Thunder rumbled across the scarred hills and many sought refuge under the Moscow Special's arch. The Saudi authority responded quickly. Civil defense forces activated emergency protocols, deployed teams to assist pilgrims and provide assistance. "We are monitoring the situation thoroughly," Saeed al-Qahtani. No deaths have been reported, but several people have suffered minor injuries due to slippery and flat debris. The storm is one of the most severe weather events in hit Mecca in recent years. Experts blame a arid coverage of hot desert air and cool winds from the Red Sea, which causes sudden atmospheric instability. Religious authority breathes closely assist some prayers, arid safety crews within the hours, cleaning crews and brought in minarets ensuring checking the mosque drainage and lighting systems. Dr. Yasin al-Harbi, a meteorologist at King University, said the storm was caused by a rare weather phenomenon, caused extremely high surface temperature in the Red Sea. We expect further instability in the region due to ongoing climate change. Despite of the storm, many pilgrims remained deeply moved. "Yes, we are afraid," said Amina, and a pilgrim of Nigeria. A sudden and violent storm struck the holy city of Mecca, shocking the Islamic world. The moment of the thousands of pilgrims gathered, the Kaaba of pillars of the sky darkened, and the storm with the wind, rain, and lightning swept in. The storm, described by witness and unprecedented in recent years, flooded parts of the continent and the Grand Mosque, while the wind gusts reaching speed over 18 km/h, shocked steel structure and uprooted temporarily bridges.
ما شاء الله تبارك الله، الحرم المكي الآن تصوير عبد العزيز بن علي، أمطار غزيرة جدا.
Surrounding areas including Jeddah, Taif, and Al-Khala and Amina also experienced sudden flooding and lightning strikes. In Jeddah, that wind damaged several roofs and traffic was halted the major highways such as Road 14. Saudi civilians deployed more than 1,200 personnel including water pumping crews and emergency medical personnel. More than 16 people received on the site treating to minor injuries, drainage and shock. Power outage briefly affected some areas of Mecca, although backup generating providing lighting of Moscow. This is one of the strongest storms in the hit Mecca in the last 10 years, and may be compared to 1215 crane collapse when it also occurred during the bad weather and claimed lives in more than 100 people. Fortunately, there were casualties at this time.
مساك الله بالخير. الله أكبر كبيرة. لحظات دخول المطر على الحرم. اللهم صيب الناس.
Meteorologists at the Saudi National Meteorological Center identified it, a phenomenon as a supply-like system caused by intense that over 42 Celsius at the start of the day, cooling the color of sea breeze from the Red Sea. Dr. Leila Husseini, a climate researcher at King Saud University, noted weather conditions in the region are becoming increasingly unstable. The dry desert climate of the Mecca is no longer immune to extreme events. Despite in the full of the storm, many pilgrims remained steadfast. The Kaaba is the storm of the both frightening the impressive sect of the pilgrim from Turkey.